Hello everybody, welcome back to another event video. We are going to continue the Akitsu Kimodameshi event. Now if I sound a little bit stressed, I am, because realizing this whole time that my audio, it takes me a long time to try fixing things because I don't know anything about videos. Doing videos or editing, stuff like that, so it takes me a little bit while longer to figure out things, and I just took so long just trying to get my audio to seem better, and I don't know if it gotten better. And honestly, I'm not going to wait for a whole hour, because then it's just going to become crazy and I'm gonna get yelled at, blah blah blah, whatever. Anyways, we're going to continue, and we're going to meet up with Haizo because, strange red lady appeared. I'm calling her Red Lady. That is her name. Where are we going?
Hello? Miss Shy Maiden? Strange. She isn't here. What's this? Look, there's something written in red on the bulletin board.
Spooky!
Round 3, item, Hagoita. Does this mean that the item we have to find in the third round is a Hagoita?
The Shrine Maiden appears to be urging us to finish the third round of the Test of Courage.
But where did she go? Has she been taken away by a ghost? Will Paimon be next? Paimon will never leave your side now.
Please leave.
The words are scribbled hastily, but there's no evidence of a struggle. However, aren't there too many words written here?
What did you notice, Haizo?
Haizu.
Haizu.
For this 3-round contest were each selected by the 3 organizing parties. The Dongo Milk was chosen by the merchant who funded the event, and the fan was chosen by the Yashiro Commission, which provided the staff. So, does the Hagoita, which should have been chosen by the Grand Narukami Shrine, have any unique significance?
Let's worry about that later. The bigger question is, are we really going to join the third round of the Test of Courage? Paimon would love to win the grand prize, but our safety comes first.
We'll be fine. I can't die. I would have died so many times by now if I could have. Well, if I could die.
To complete, so I'll stay. Fear arises from mystery, and it's a detective's job to unearth the truth from the mystery.
Paimon somehow feels a little better after hearing you say that. Okay then, let's wait for a while. Maybe the Shrine Maiden had something to take care of and we'll be back soon.
Yeah, I completed it. I got Primo Gems. Woo! That's the wrong place to go to. Woo! That's still the wrong place to go to. Gilbert and Grumber? This isn't that. Oh, is this for here? That's dreamlike. I have no idea what Gibbering Grumbler? That's not the next one, right? What is that? Wait until the following next day for what? That's the currents of life. Where is... Ignore that I couldn't do those other things. Dreamlike. What is that? Wait. I'm gonna go to here and check out what that is. Like, I can't do them until I complete. Is there another challenge here? What is gibbering grumbler? What is that? Do you think it might be this? That's stream-like. That's not. Alright, maybe I have to do these other ones. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the mysterious door. Well, that's pretty cool.
What's the hurry?
Alright. This should be the place. Paimon wonders what it's like inside. Let's go in and take a look. I can't do a Paimon voice, so. Oh. What's the next part? Oh. Oh, so that's what I have to do. Okay. Alright, let's do this. I could just go and finish with the story and then do the games afterwards, but you know, why can't we have a little bit of both? Sure. I don't know what I'm doing. We're gonna go with these main three. Anything with fast, anything that's with agility. I just made everything faster. I'm dumb. I have no idea. You can hear a lot of things that are going in. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I didn't read it. Nor do I care to. Something has changed within this domain. Ah! I missed the ball completely. Do pyro, because I think those are a lot of electro balls. Electro ones. I hit you. I hit you. Ugh. No. I gotta stop losing balls. Yeah, hit it. Okay. We're gonna switch balls tactics. Yeah. I'm so good at this game. I'm lying, I'm not. No! I keep... What? Oh. That actually is very helpful. Ah! Again? Alright, let's see if I do better with Pyro. Oh, come on, that's not fair. Oh, that's not. Are you kidding me? I keep missing the ball. Huh? Yeah! Oh my gosh, why do I keep missing the ball? It's like I can't ever get it in time. I really suck at this! I killed it! I killed it! I killed it! My highest combo was 1. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna continue with the story. I'm gonna continue on with the story part. I got the Primo Gems. Alright, I'm gonna continue with the story of leisurely pastime. Probably gonna be a lot. Alright. Let's go.
What's the
Oh, there's lanterns everywhere. I could've just teleported instead of running. But I am running. Come on, we can make it. Woo! We made it.
Traveler, Paimon, please let me be your partner for the final round of the test of courage.
I don't think I have a choice either way, so sure.
I'd like your assistance with this investigation, since you two are the only ones who have seen the alleged ghost.
That's fine with Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
Fine by me. Do you have any ideas so far, Haizo?
I have a few theories, but we don't have enough leads yet. There are some places I'd like to investigate first, so you two can accompany me.
Sure. Where would you like to start?
I want to go back to where we first met up. According to your accounts, you encountered the ghost there and passed out. I believe there may still be some clues there.
Do we really have to go there? What if we're walking into a trap?
Well, you guys will fall in, not me.
Are you worried that she'll be waiting for us? If anything, that would make things easier. My worry is that we won't be able to find her. Honestly, it'd save me a lot of trouble if she were to show up on her own.
True.
Wow, Hazel, you're fearless.
The more cases you see, the less afraid you become.
That's also very true. Sadly and brutally, that is very true. Alright, let's get this done. Let's get. Oh god. That's gonna sound like a song, so.
This should be approximately where you first encountered the ghost. Of course, we cannot conclude whether the woman is actually a ghost or not at this point. But I'd like to go over everything that happened again. Do you recall anything she said at the time?
My mind is a blank.
Let Paimon think. She warned us not to go near her, and she said if we didn't leave, our souls would become trapped here.
Dang. She don't like us.
Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to remember that moment. Paimon's shivering just thinking about it.
And then what happened?
Then, everything seemed to get darker, and Paimon started to feel dizzy. There were ghostly flames flickering all around, and Paimon saw some sort of black mist surrounding the ghost, and then Paimon passed out.
Based on your account, it does really seem like you've seen a ghost.
Exactly! So are you convinced it was a ghost now?
It's possible, but I'm more interested in what she's actually trying to achieve than what she is. Even if she is a ghost, as long as she possesses some sense of reason, then there must be some purpose behind her actions.
She's dead then.
Wasn't she after our
I mean, of course she's dead because it'd be a ghost and everything, but like,
I think
did she
was just
die
trying
or
to scare
get
you.
killed because she looked young to be, you know, just die?
You think
Unless
so?
it's an illness, but Maybe she
Think
just
about it.
maybe she died at
If you had
Elazar,
the
or she
ability
just
to
got
take their
killed. I
souls,
mean,
then
we don't know
why
how
go
many
through
people
the
have been
trouble of
murdered in
warning you
Genshin.
over and
Probably a
over
lot.
again? Besides, a ghost wouldn't have allowed you to walk away knowing about the secret of its powers.
I
That
lost.
does make sense.
Croc.
Huh.
I
Why
found
can't
it.
Paimon think of that?
Because you were always too scared to think straight.
I believe
And
there are
I can't
only
think straight
two
either because I'm too
possibilities.
get.
The first is that she wanted to reap your souls, but there was some condition that had to be met. You know, like what we usually call a curse. But if you had really been cursed, then you would probably have noticed it by now.
Well, I'm not
So,
covered in
this
boils or
is the
coughing
less
to death,
likely
so,
scenario.
you know, I think
I
I'm
believe
fine.
she was just trying to scare you away.
I want that
Why
crow.
would she want to scare us away?
That's me to any, like, bird most I see. When I see, like, a pigeon or a crow, I'm over here like, come here, you're coming home with me now.
Claim the test of
I'm
courage
here, why are you
Friday.
running? Was she registered as a contestant?
Oh. Probably not. So why does she want to scare us? Do you have any ideas?
Ooh, I see something I got pick up,
Based
Heizo.
solely on your account, I don't believe she actually meant any harm. She just didn't want you to stay here. But this evidence alone is insufficient to make any valid assumptions. She could very well be guarding some treasure or covering up a crime. Though, my intuition is telling me that neither of these hypotheses are correct. Let's continue investigating the surrounding area.
I will investigate the surrounding area once I pick this up. Alright. There are some footprints visible on the ground. However, However, upon closer inspection, they seem to belong to Haizo and myself. Huh? Could that woman really be a ghost? Or can I not speak? Probably the second one. I've looked all around, but I haven't found any clues. Looking up, there are a few branches that have been bent slightly downward, as if something heavy had been hanging from them. Call me one-liner because I cannot do one line. I cannot get everything in one line. Come on, Shikakuin.
Have you found any leads yet?
I noticed some branches that seemed a little unusual.
Yeah, some tree branches
Weird
seem like
branches.
they were bent by something, but that's about it.
I see. After you left, I took a good look around the area. Aside from the bent branches, there are burn marks in some places, but that doesn't really tell us much. If only there was some more conclusive evidence.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt.
Hey! How you guys doing with your friend making?
Guys, what are you all doing here? We heard you were out searching for clues, and we wanted to help.
Aww.
Oh, that's really brave of you.
Actually, we're also really unsure about what's happening here. We just asked the members of Mr. Ito's gang about what happened to them, and it sounded really scary. That lady is either a nasty evil spirit or a formidable yokai. Either way, it's not good. But we still want to hold the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Uh-huh. We long admired the friendship between Lord Kamai and the samurai, which is why we want to hold the Mikawa Flower
That's what
Festival.
also bugged me a little bit last time too. I didn't show it and everything, but the samurai
Even though our
looked like
powers are limited,
Tanjiro,
we
and
do
that's just
want
like I was like,
friendship
he looks so
to flourish.
familiar.
The
And then
Mikawa
like
Flower Festival
I saw
is meant to be
something on
enjoyable for
Instagram.
everyone.
Somebody was just here like, oh, it looks like
Shinjuku
Tanjiro. I'm
Forest
like, oh my
covers
gosh,
a large
he
area,
does look like
so it'd be great
Tanjiro.
to have more
And
help in
no,
the
I will not talk
investigation.
about things Demon Slayer because no, I
Welcome
have
to
not
the
seen the
team.
anime. I've just
Let's
seen
do
what
our
all they
best to
look
figure
like
out
because
what's
you
going
know,
on.
Demon Slayer.
Don't
It's a
worry,
big
we're
anime.
very familiar with the area.
But
We
I
won't
was
miss
like, oh
any
my gosh,
clues.
the fact that he's like a wandering like samurai too and becomes friends with like, you know, things of the other side. It just seemed very Tanjiro-ish from what I've seen of like 5 episodes. Maybe 10. Maybe 10. I doubt.
Look what I found down by the river.
Where the water lily grows, where the water
Huh?
lily
What
grows.
is it?
scrap of black cloth? I've never seen fabric like this before.
This is a piece of shade cloth.
Shade cloth?
Yeah. It
What's
can
that?
effectively block out light and is used in a variety of settings, including stage performances. There's a rough tear in the cloth, probably caused by a sharp stone, or maybe some branches.
Branches?
Suppose that a large shade cloth was originally hung from a tree, bending the branches. When the shade cloth was removed from the tree, perhaps one of the corners caught and the branches ripped it, causing a small piece of black cloth to fall into the river. Either she didn't care, or she was in too great a hurry. Perhaps she had other things to handle at the time.
But why would she hang shade cloth in the trees?
I'm only speculating, but maybe she used it to create the atmosphere you experienced.
Wait, can't she actually do that? What do you mean?
Let's not worry about that for now. There's still many variables I haven't deduced yet. Next, I'd like to investigate the place where the Arataki gang encountered her. Do you know how to get there?
Oh, I know the way. I asked the gang members where their encounter with the ghost happened when we were chatting earlier. I'll take you there.
Good. Please lead the way. Let's go find out what's going on.
Mystery solving, gang. Oh, it's not that far from here. It's a very small place, honestly. Make it seem like it's very big, but it's actually kind of just small. Like, we've been to these locations 5 times before.
They claimed that as they passed through here, the area suddenly grew dark, and some ghostly flames appeared out of nowhere.
Huh. What a coincidence.
Maybe she just doesn't like visitors. Maybe she's just an introvert and she's just really shy. She just doesn't like being by people and that people are going in her space or like where she lives. She just doesn't want people there. I mean, honestly, I kind of would do the same. I don't want people bothering me at times.
I found some sort of smashed ball under the tree. The inside of it looks like it was blackened by smoke, and it smells like fireworks.
Those are the fireworks that were set up.
Judging from the burn marks left on the scene, the ghostly flames you saw were not created by yokai power. Rather, they appear to have been caused by something flammable. I'm not sure what, though.
There's some strange powder in the cracks of these stones.
Uh,
I picked some up and sniffed it to see what it is, and it made me really dizzy. Ugh, I'm so tired now.
okay, look, who bought I can't say that. Who have brought, unfiltered Coca-Cola and hid it under a rock?
Time to completely hide the traces. I believe we're closing in on the truth now. I'm almost certain that the woman you encountered was not a ghost. She possesses no extraordinary powers. She was merely scaring people with some small props.
I'm telling you, she's an introvert. She just doesn't want people by it. She's an introvert who hates people. That's it.
That with just some props? What we saw was absolutely terrifying.
Are you sure about that?
First and foremost, the test of courage contributed to the unsettling atmosphere here. You were initially frightened by your first encounter with these 3 yokai, and then shortly after, you ran into the mysterious woman.
I don't want to call her the Red Lady. I don't want to call the mysterious woman the Red Lady. That is her new name, and nothing else will change me from like calling her that. So,
Caused you to feel dizzy. That's when she pulled down the shade cloth and lit those so-called ghostly flames, creating a terrifying scene. That's the most likely explanation anyway.
So,
what if she's actually a ghost in high school? It's like, well, I messed up.
She tricked us.
There is, however, still one loose end. The person who commissioned my investigation did become stranded on the beach as a result of some unusual power. That couldn't have been accomplished by just a few small props. But if she possesses such powers, why bother with the theatrics?
She's losing her powers.
Paimon can't wrap her head around.
She's losing her power. She's becoming weak and needs to rely on the theater.
She can only use
Theater.
props to scare people in the forest, but she can use strange powers on the beach.
She died on the beach. There it is.
I see. I think I've figured it out.
She died on the beach.
Oh, that was fast.
If we rule out the potential of organized crime, then only one possibility remains. I know who the woman is. Let's go to the beach.
You do already?
Come along too.
Do I ever get my prize?
No. You should go back and tell the others not to be afraid and not waste their time searching the forest. The truth has surfaced. It's time to put an end to all the unnecessary panic and await the outcome of the test of courage.
Class debate.
Okay.
Do do
Please
do
be
do
careful.
do 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 do. I'm gonna
If
be
you run into any danger, simply
copyrighted.
call out our names.
Oh
We'll
no.
be able to hear you.
There shouldn't be any danger now, but thank you anyway. Let's go.
Beep beep.
Let's search along the cliffside.
I don't know why I
If
did
I'm
beep
not
beep.
mistaken, there should be a chunk of earth that's unlike the others.
A chunk. Okay, I gotta find a chunk of earth. Chunk of earth. Look for anything unusual on the. Does this count? What? Oh, the arch thing. Okay. Let me investigate. The dead body. It has to be a dead body. Oh.
I knew that you would come find me here.
There she is. Paimon thought you were a yokai like the others, but they said they never seen you before. So, who are you? And why did you try to scare us?
The crazy old beach lady. She's been terrorizing people before.
I warned you never to speak to me. If you don't leave now, then...
She's terrifying. Hazel, it sure doesn't seem like she's using any props this time.
Don't move. Just trust me. Your yokai power won't scare us. It will only hasten your demise.
Yokai power?
Huh? How did you know?
You're a yokai that emerged from an object and assumed a human form outside of your own body. When this type of yokai is close to its own body, it can use some yokai power, but that ability weakens as it moves further away. And if the original body is destroyed, then the yokai that originated from it will likewise perish. Should I refer to you as a Hagoita spirit or Tsukumogami?
Don't bother. You may call me Hanyuda Chizuru.
Alright,
That
Chizuru.
is the name I go by now.
Chizuru, why do you want us to leave?
Yeah, we're trying to have a fun time here, and you're like, get out. Get out. I don't want you here. Get off me beach lawn.
We had a great time playing Akitsu Yugen together, didn't we? Just like the story of Kamai and the samurai.
Yes. That's why. That's why I don't want you to be sad too.
The yokai outlived the human.
I'm sure the yokai have already told you of the story about Kamai befriending the samurai.
Wait, us being sad.
But they don't
The
actually
yokai?
know the entire story.
Somebody had to die. Wait, I'm sorry. Nobody dies in Genshin.
The samurai was about 25 years old when they met at the festival. They met again 10 years later and remained friends. They spent time together drinking, traveling, and sparring. When they had first met, they merely respected each other, but 10 years later, they became best friends. After another decade, the samurai had reached the pinnacle of his swordsmanship and won their duel by a narrow margin. Kamai was so astonished by his defeat, he gave up drinking and began training to become stronger for their next duel. However, another 10 years later, Kamai did not meet the samurai. As it turned out, war had broken out in the south, and the samurai had gone to defend the border. Kamai was unconcerned, because 10 years was nothing in a yokai's lifetime. But when they met once again, Kamai discovered that the samurai was already 65 years old. He couldn't believe his eyes when he saw the samurai's gray hair and scars covering his body.
Hey, old friend. Can you still wield the sword?
I'm getting too old to fight. This time, I've come to say goodbye.
I see. Then, how about one last game of Akitsu Hazura?
All right.
The samurai gave his best effort during the game, but had to quit halfway through because he was too weak. After putting down his agoita, Kamai remained silent for a long time before letting out a long sigh.
What a shame.
Their friendship started as something they looked forward to, and in just a few decades it turned into regret.
I told you somebody was gonna die. That's really sad, though.
But his dear friend in front of him had grown old. The joys of friendship gradually gave way to the pain of
This is why you never befriend
People
something.
often say that those outside the
This is why you
situation
never
can see
befriend
things more
unsupernaturals.
clearly.
Yes.
I learned a harsh truth after witnessing all of it. Everything that people come to regret is inevitably set in motion from the beginning. We yokai are different from humans. We have longer lifespans. And
I've seen
different
this in many
natures,
other
but we
animes
share
before,
the
like
same
Kami-sama Kiss, which is a great
world.
anime.
We interact with one another.
There's another
We are
one where this talks
drawn
about yokai.
to one another, and will eventually part ways. When the dream ends, all that is left are sorrowful memories and lingering pain. Even
yeah,
a wise
but
and seasoned yokai
at
like
least it's better
Kamai
than like not
felt
being friends and
sadness when
regretting
it
that
was
you never
time
got to
say
be friends and
goodbye.
know that person.
Imagine what a pure and kind little yokai would feel.
Oh.
So, you mean...
I was hiding.
They did the
on
same
this
thing in
beach,
Kami-sama Kiss. I'm not saying this is
waiting
ripping
for
off
us
Kami-sama
to
Kiss, because
come.
it is a very like
Those three
big
yokai
tropenary
came
thing
and
between
set up that
yokais and
Akitsu
humans, and
Yugen
the difference
here,
between
which
like
woke me from my
lifespans
slumber.
and human
I
lifespans.
didn't want them to
It's
approach
it
humans
always
with
had that.
unbridled optimism and enthusiasm.
But I just remember
just
like when
because
they
they
tackled
heard the
it so
legend of
bigly in
Kamai and the
Kami-sama
samurai
Kiss that it just stuck
that
with
we'd
me.
simply be
And I know
repeating the
there's some
same
other
mistake.
anime I'm pretty sure I've seen
Is that why you
that
pretended
has
to
some
be
other
ghosts?
yokai
To
and
scare other
human
people
things
away from
between
you?
it. And no, not Yokai Watch,
So you
but I
don't
do
think
remember
we'll
that one
attract that guy
episode,
at the beach?
like with the cat. I forgot
That's a
his
little bit
name.
harsh,
He was like
don't
my
you think?
favorite. But I remember that
My
one
power
episode,
has
and I was
become
just here
too
like,
weak now.
I didn't sign up
Most of
for
the time, I
trauma.
just use some
I didn't
props
sign up
like
for
the legend to
trauma. I
scare
signed up for a
people.
happy
I
show
can't
that had
show
a
myself
great
when there are a
3D
lot of
dance
people around.
follow along at the
But
end,
that jerk was
animation at the
greedy.
end.
He wanted to steal the decorations from Akitsu Yugen and sell them for a profit. That's why I used my yokai power, to teach him a lesson.
Wait, they're talking about Ayato?
Oh, so that's what happened. You have a strong sense of justice.
Oh no, so him,
How did you know
not
the rest of the
Heizo, but
story
his
about Kamai and the samurai?
person who commissioned him, cause she was the
It's okay if you don't want to tell us.
she was
I've already figured it out. Your true form is this pair of Hagoita, isn't it?
the same ones that they used to play the last game.
Oh, wait! So that means she's...
The pair of Hagoita used by Kamai and the human samurai to play Akitsu Hazura hundreds of years ago. You gradually developed sentience after being influenced by great yokai power. You were the closest to witness their story. Even with the yokai power's blessing, the Hagoita have started to rot away after hundreds of years. you can't sustain yourself, so you were forced to rely on props to scare people. And if my theory is correct, this pair of Hagoita is also the item we need to find for the third round of the test of courage.
Oh.
Excellent work. You figured it all out.
Miko, what are you doing here?
Congratulations, little ones. You've passed the third round of the test of courage.
Miko? And the Shrine Maiden? Paimon thought you went missing.
Nah, I just need to take like a 10-minute break.
I apologize for causing you concern. It was actually Lady Yai's idea.
And I could stand outside there all day without needing to use the bathroom.
Well,
Crazy?
what did you think? Were you scared?
No.
Because fear is induced by uncertainty, the more chaotic the situation, the better. Having the event staff also mysteriously vanish only added to the uncertainty. I mean,
you're not wrong.
I think this
But I
test
wasn't
of
scared.
courage truly lived up to its name.
This is more scared. Scat. This is more sad than scary, though. I
Go
hit my
tell the
mouse.
others
Oh
that
god.
The test of courage has ended and that we have a winner.
Is my prize more primo gems? I need primo gems for Ayato. A lot.
Now that I've solved the mystery, I'm going back to meet with my client. The intent to steal is not exactly a serious crime, but it can't go unpunished.
I'm gonna smack
I'll
his
see you two
face.
later.
Imagine he just goes back and just has like one of the fans starts smacking his client's face with the fan, just like, how dare you try to steal? How dare you try to steal from poor innocent yokai? I smack you with my fan. You disgust me.
I followed Kitsune Saigu around the Mikawa Flower Festival one year and saw her play Akitsu Hazura.
That was the okay.
That was when I saw
You didn't see that and
He
everything,
didn't
but
have a human form at
that's
the
what I was
time,
thinking.
and possessed only the earliest
One of
traces
Ace
sentience.
and Miko's friends was there. The one with white.
You were on Kitsune Saigu's shoulder.
I
You're
went
so
for a
much-
stroll
you're so
on the
much more
beach some
smarter.
time ago and sensed a familiar yokai power. Though your power was weak, I was still able to find you. You were sitting in a tree, gazing at the tourists below. I overheard you telling yourself that you must be patient and avoid contact with humans.
Huh? When was that? I didn't notice you at all.
I see
With
all.
your powers being so diminished, it was only natural that you didn't notice me. You must have been blaming yourself all this time. You knew Kamai and the samurai became friends as a result of Akitsu Hazura, a game connected to your existence.
At the time, I couldn't take on a human form like this. I had only a hazy sense of the outer world. After they first met at the Mikawa Flower Festival, I felt proud to know that I had left a mark on their story. But after they said their final goodbyes, I could often hear Kamai sighing to himself. I couldn't help but hide, because I blamed myself. When I woke up again, the
Oh.
world had changed.
Oh, my chair made a squeaky noise.
Yai,
This chair's gonna fall out from
you
underneath
are
me, and I'm just gonna
well-known
just
yokai.
hurt.
You
I'm
must
just gonna
know
die.
many more things than I do. So I have a question for you. People meet, become friends, and then go their separate ways. After such a
You see,
short
their
time,
fates
they leave
intertwine.
only regret
Everything's gonna
and
be about fates
sadness
until
in
we get to
their wake.
Fontaine. Then it's gonna be
Is
Ace
it
Attorney.
really worthwhile for
I'm
us
expecting it to be
yokai
Ace
interact
Attorney
with humans?
Why not?
with
Tell
like
me, how
water
did you feel when
splashed
you
in,
played Akitsu Beacon
futuristic
with the
water
Traveler?
splashed in, because I know
I
they
felt
create
happy,
like the futuristic technologies and everything.
But your
So
rationality
Ace
told you that
Attorney
it was wrong,
plus
didn't
I
it?
don't know cyber that
Turns out
Japanese
there was still
2000
another
cyberpunk
piece to the
aesthetic.
story of Kamai
I
and the
really forgot what it's
samurai that you were
called.
missing.
What do you mean?
With all like that
Samurai and
white
Kamai
and
never met.
silver, that hazy white kind of
True,
But the
glowy
story doesn't
like
end there.
filter and
That
everything
samurai's
with
name
those
was
blues.
Yanagibashi Takuto, who
That's
also
related with
happens to be
Neon
the
Genesis
founder of the
Evangelion.
Soran Ishin art.
Wait a
It
second.
is believed that Takuto developed this style of swordsmanship while dueling with Kamai, who had also befriended the third-generation heir of the Soran Ishin art, Tominaga Masanari.
That art sounds familiar.
500 years ago, Kamai and Tominaga fought side by side until their final moments. and the sword Tominaga wielded was passed down from Yanagibashi. The regret Kamai once felt had finally been resolved.
Oh. I never knew.
You become
We
friends with the
yokai
later
aren't like
generations.
Humans
That's what people are
too
gonna
short a
have. Be like,
lifespan.
Hoyo,
One day we'll
please make
inevitably kill
Scaramouche
one
be
and
friends
must
with
say
Kazuha.
goodbye.
He can be friends with the later generation even though of
However,
what
the
Scaramouche
bond
did.
formed by
You know,
friendship
like
will not
Scaramouche,
be
what,
broken,
ruined like the
but
whole
rather
art
carried
and
on in
everything
a
of
new
the
form.
their
There's
sword,
no reason to be
and
upset
then
by
killed his
this.
grandpa?
Time
Or no,
flies by
great
in an
grandfather. I know
instant,
it's great.
and life
Because it's
passes by
grandpa,
like a
father, and then
dream.
Kazuha, and I
So,
remember
you must be happy in the present.
just cool piecing
You
some
should
things together
understand
and
what I
seeing
mean
how
now.
kind of Scaramouche used to be.
Padres?
And then there's like Wanderer. Hello, Ito. I'm talking about some completely other thing.
You told me everything. And I also heard that you won the last round.
Yeah, what's our prize?
I even know who the ghost lady is now. Anyway, I had a little discussion with the others, and, Hey, you're that fox lady. Why are you here?
Please just disregard my presence. Now, tell us what you discussed.
Ah, right. All right, listen up. To celebrate the end of the Test of Courage event, we will be holding the Mikawa Flower Festival. I gave
Yay!
it some real thought and realized that it might be kind of difficult for those little yokai to hold the festival on their own. But with my help, it won't be a problem.
You all are yokai, but
That's right. Arataki, the one and only Ito, will be in charge of organizing the best Mikawa Flower Festival.
you know what's one of the
anyone's
things
ever seen.
that kind of confuses me? We're getting like technology or kind of advanced way of a technology in this game, with especially like rooming guards and everything, but that's from, you know, Civilization Conria. Then we got cameras from Fontaine,
Hey,
but
what's trying to say?
then we have
Besides,
like
it won't just
things
be me.
from
Other
the
people will help
past,
too. Even
like
my buddy
yokai.
Ito's
There's
gonna be there.
very associated with the
Everyone's
past
busy
of like
getting ready, and the
Japan and
festival will be
everything.
up and running in
Gods
no
are very
time.
associated with
It
the
won't be long
past.
until
Well,
you can all join
unless
the
you
fun.
Christianity and everything with the future. But it just
You're the best, Ito!
it just feels like when they talk about like the new era, it's the new era of like not needing or relying on old techniques anymore. So I feel like as more we go through the game, the more that things are going to become more, would be almost apparent as digitized, but also being
And what
shown
would a festival
how the
be without
past
me?
affects the
I'll
future.
be sure to go have a
As
look, too.
obviously what this is showing, how this little thing kind of affects in the future and everything,
It
and
has
how
been
yokai
some
are still
time since I've
here
attended a
and
festival.
still want to be
Fortunately, I brought sake
around,
with
and
me.
that they're a dying breed.
Paimon's gotta admit,
Conria with the Cataclysm 500 years ago still affects a lot of people.
delicious food.
Mostly the people who have long lasting lives or immortal lives, but it affects everybody. Do you want to join us, Shizuru? Come on, let's be friends.
Alright,
I like your
I'll
eye
join,
patch.
if
Or
you don't
flower
mind,
eye
that
patch.
is.
I'll put you as an honorary waifu.
Let's go check it out.
Oh my gosh, Ito and Goru! I want to see their interaction because I know Ito wants to like touch his tail or his ears. Wants to
Ito
pet him.
and Goro, what are you two talking about?
Oh, I was just saying that if I had more time, I'd have built a massive fishing pond here.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing? You know, when I lived on Watatsumi Island, I used to just dive into the sea and catch fish with my bare hands.
Take it from an expert, using your hands to catch fish is nowhere near as fun as using a fishing rod. Just the other day, I caught a fish so big that I didn't even know how to handle it. I even wrote a letter to Yai Publishing House about it.
That's an unusual problem to have.
I agree with Shizuru.
Big fish? How come you didn't tell us? Paimon could have helped you eat it.
His gangs need it. His
Huh?
gang members need it. Wait.
You wrote a letter to Yai Publishing House?
Oh, he wrote to Miss Hina. He's gonna talk
Oh,
about
you
Miss
bet I
Hina.
did. I wrote to the That's Life column and asked Miss Hina for advice. She's so amazing. She got back to me really quickly,
The
too.
way he said, she's so amazing.
What a coincidence. I do some part-time work there, and I recently received a similar letter.
You mean the letter was about dealing with a giant fish they caught? No.
Oh no! They're gonna figure out that Miss Hina's Goru. No, 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 no.
Could it be that there's someone as good at fishing as I am? Oh, not on my watch.
Oh,
You
that's
all go enjoy
right.
the
Ito
festival.
isn't that smart.
There and catch an even bigger fish.
They were gonna be like, no, he can't figure out that's
You
Miss
wait.
Hina.
I'll be
That Goro is
inviting you
Miss
all to my
Hina.
fish feast.
I was close.
Aw, the string snapped. I was so close. Yoimiya, this is more difficult than it looks. Can you really fish out these water balloons with a string?
Don't worry. Let me show you a little trick. Just remember that your hand has to be quick.
I can be quick. Boink, boink, boink.
Yo-yo-tsuri!
I always dodge when my cats try to scratch me.
Do you
Most
wanna
of the
give it a
time.
shot? Close one eye, aim carefully, and fish it out
And
quick.
bite me. My cats seem to love to bite me, scratch me at times.
Looks kinda tricky.
I just want to give them love.
I'll let the traveler try. You have to catch at least 3 water balloons since there's 3 of us.
But Yoimiya, if I close one eye, I won't be able to see anything.
You only have one eye. Depth perception, my guy. Looks like more I'm just staring at it.
This ramen is so good.
I love ramen. Give me some in my mouth right now. Oh,
Yes, it feels like it's been ages since the last time I had some.
wait, when am I getting my
I mean,
big
you don't
prize?
eat ramen very often, Ayaka, but it's so delicious.
Oh, it's you. We'll need 2 more bowls of ramen, please.
Oh, I just
Food
turned.
like ramen and hot pot tend to have a lot of oil and salt,
Yeah,
so I
but say
don't get to eat them
it's gonna be very
often.
kind of fattening. Can't have that.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, now Paimon totally gets why Ayaka would put cake into hot pot.
Huh?
Oh yeah, that's right. She
Oh,
put cake in a hot pot.
Please, no need
Let me
to
just
bring
stick
that
it
up
in
again.
there. I think it'll hopefully, you know, just stick it in there.
Stuffed and feeling a little sleepy. I'm just gonna take a nap.
That's me. I'm gonna take a nap.
the way-
And I
Were there any special stalls at yokai festivals in the past?
Yes, but... well, it's a long story.
would say I've got all day, but I need to do the other parts of the event. I've got most of the day. Barely.
Paimon can't believe you couldn't
Some
get
of
a
it.
single water balloon. You've gotten rusty.
You try it then, Paimon. It's not as easy as it looks.
Finally get one and gave it to Hitotsume Kozo.
He looked like he really wanted it.
But Paimon wanted one too.
Get your own Paimon.
Right, then I'll catch one for you next time.
I wonder what that is actually. I never actually heard of that. That sounds interesting. I really want to go to those festivals in Japan. They seem like so much fun.
Come on
Doma!
now, this is way more expensive than usual. Even if it is a festival, you shouldn't hike up the prices this much.
Hey now, it costs money to run a stall. I need to raise my prices to help cover the expenses, you know?
Fair enough. How about 5 masks for 30% off? Final offer.
Almost a bargainer.
Alright.
To the day he dies, he's gonna bargain. Like, I can never see Toma, like, not bargain for anything in his life.
Hot.
Well, you know, he can get it, like, money-wise.
Don't get too close. It's better to keep a few steps
5
back.
masks for 30% off.
I know.
Actually
It's so good
good.
to see such a
Huh.
nice bonfire. I want to get as close as I can to enjoy it.
You're going
There
to
are many
burn.
beautiful things in the world. There's no need to be anxious. The festival has only just begun.
And we do not want you to burn. Please,
I was
we do not
surprised
need
that
you to
didn't
burn.
even tell your sister. It seems she was quite frightened too.
Oh my gosh, Miko and Ayato
It would have
interacting.
been uninteresting had I told her what was going to happen ahead of time. Besides, with her friends by her side, she wouldn't ever be too scared. Having a little fright is good to release any tension she might have accumulated lately.
What is she doing? Like, needing a stress relief.
Everything went according to plan.
Oh, I didn't English there
People
very
started
well.
to panic as soon as they sensed that they had no idea what was happening. How amusing.
Yes, well done.
Hey, you two.
He doesn't want to talk to her.
Scary.
Have you finished exploring the
It
festival?
wasn't scary. Just about.
Well then, are you having a good time?
I think so. Yeah.
It's great.
I was gonna say I think so.
The
No, I
original
am.
Mikawa
Who's
Flower
she behind
Festival
there?
was much more lively. But
That
even if you
Ushi?
could attend the original, you probably wouldn't be as happy as you are now. Because it's always more fun to enjoy a festival with friends, isn't it?
That's true.
Yes. Thank you.
Well then, I'm guessing you have something you want to say to her alone. We'll leave you in peace.
What did you want to say to us?
Ah, you saw through me again. I can't help but feel you somehow know everything.
It's not that I know everything. It's just that I've been in your position before.
Traveler, do you have a moment? I'd like to talk to you. Alone on the beach.
Alright, this is the last moment you're gonna get. Last moment you're gonna get. Ooh, shrooms. I think I need those for somebody. Who was I going to level up with shrooms? I actually used it all in Toma because I didn't get Kazuha. So, Toma.
Alright, here will do. Thank you for agreeing to come with me.
Don't mention it.
Actually, I was delighted when I first discovered that I could take on a human form. I was a yokai derived from a pair of Hagoita who came into being in the middle of a festival, so naturally I enjoyed the lively festival atmosphere. I wanted to go to more festivals, become friends with humans, and play Akitsu with them. But every evening, as night began to set in, I'd recall the bitter smile of the old samurai as he set down the Hagoita, and the lonely Kamai sighing as he drank his sake. Then I would wonder, if I became friends with a human,
Ignore those sectors that won't be.
perhaps
That's not loading the
experience
background.
same
Ignore them.
melancholy in the future. As a result, I was convinced that I couldn't do it. I told myself I would not repeat that same mistake.
I understand what you mean.
I'm sorry that I spoke so strangely when we first met. I'm sure it must have scared you. I
No.
expected you to flee in terror. But when we met again, you acted like you had no trouble being around me.
Because I really
you
didn't.
mistook me as one of the yokai. But instead of telling you the truth, I went and played Akitsu with you.
Why?
I'm not completely sure myself. Perhaps it's because I've always wanted to be like Kamai and play Akitsu with humans. Or perhaps it was because I knew I didn't have much time left, and I didn't want to be alone.
Don't tell me you're dying too.
Thank you for taking the time to play with me. When we
Thinking
played
what noise
Akitsu
one to make, because I don't know
Mom
which
said
one.
The loser would have to grant the winner a wish. At the time, I wished for us to never cross paths again. However, you still came and found me. Meaning, you never granted my wish. So, can I make another wish?
Okay, well let me speak. Of course.
Let me think. I wish for you to remember me. No. I only have one wish, so I better make it count. Okay. Listen carefully. My wish is, I wish that every day of your journey ahead will be filled with joy, like a festival.
Oh, I liked you. Come back. Chizuru, come back. I just feel sad standing on this rock all alone. It really did me like that. And is the festival still going on? Yeah, I just see a little bit of I see Ayato and Miko there, and I think Sayu, and is that Ayako over there? And Yomiya. Aw, that ended kind of sadly. Like that.
Seems all the other
Everything in
knights
this game
already
almost
have their
ends
hands
sadly.
full.
There's no happiness in this game. Everything has some sadness, part of the happiness. But that's the way of how things go in Genshin in life. Anyways, this was the last of This was the last of the story for Akitsu Kimodameshi. So, in the next video, I will be doing the rest of the games and everything and finishing up everything with the event. So, I'll see you next time. Bye bye!